The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Welcome back to Pod Talk. I go by the name of B Todd, man. I'm one of your hosts. And who else do we have remote?
Listen, you got me. Tam telling tales in the building,
That's
trying to figure things out. Lord, y'all know I don't do remote.
that's what's up. And we got Miles on the ones and twos.
Yeah,
What's going on, man?
man, I'm hanging in there, brother. It's a tough day today.
Oh yeah, I
What's the
believe it.
stuff thing? What's going on?
This damn weather.
Oh, that old thing. Is there feedback?
Pray so. Pray because of me. There I go. I think we
No,
good.
it might be because of me.
Why is that?
Because I need my earphones on, but I don't know how to get the audio to go through the earphones. It's on my computer.
Oh, okay. Well, you sound good. We sound good.
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all can talk and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll just be over here trying to figure the things out. Okay.
All right.
yeah, no problem, man.
Well, you already know what to do, my man. Tell us what's going on.
So we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week, so we're gonna talk about it now. So your boy, your boy Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels.
Ah!
And and now listen, I had already reacted to the clip I saw, but I actually took the time out and watched the entire interview. And I got to tell you, man, that interview had me cracking up.
Okay. Well, maybe it had him in a different type of way, huh, Tam? What'd you think? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, sucks. Hold on. I can't hear your vocals. Now I can't hear you, Tam.
Okay, can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay, yeah. I know it's still some feedback because I can hear it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, anywho, I know Ty was talking about Corey
Yes.
and Anton Daniels. So I only saw the clip, right? And so there's only a limited amount of anything that I'm gonna be able to really say and talk about. But from what I could tell, those look like two guys who are very much the same, just coming at each other. Like they seem like they're very similar.
Very much.
And they both seem like they, want to get you some attention because,
Yeah.
it was so salacious. That's one of my favorite words.
You say
It was
salacious.
so salacious. You know what I mean? So a lot of engagement and viewership on that, I'm sure. And yeah, he probably got him a nice little piece of check, but I don't think none of them really wanted to smoke for real.
No, because
Yeah,
there's
But
no
Ty,
way.
you saw the full thing, so
yeah. For what I saw, that had the potential of being a great episode. What got messed up about the whole, like the part where you saw things go south, that everybody else saw, they fixed it after that. They pieced it up. They slapped fives with each other. They tried to keep the show rolling. Who brought it back to that situation? Corey Holcomb. And
Corey
that's why I
Holcomb.
said what I said. He act like a battered, bitter woman that
that's
just
because he
can't
was
let
better
it.
than her.
Yeah. So I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was things I didn't like on Anton's end as well. But the fact that they pieced it up and had the opportunity to move forward and it went backwards was crazy to me. Now I understand some shit is performative. People love to perform on podcasts. Everybody not who they say they are. They want to run the numbers up. I get that, but it's a better way to do it. They could
Absolutely.
have,
And
All
you know,
day.
I
they,
heard Corey talking about his daughter.
yeah, his
He
wife,
did.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he said something talking about you
Corey
fucking
needs a
him.
therapist. Like that's a very bitter, angry man. I dated a man back in the day who used to watch him faithfully, and I can remember like listening in, being like, "There's something wrong with him." And the guy that I was dating, there was something wrong with him. So anybody who is like a regular watcher, like, oh, he comes on at this time, I gotta be there. If you're one of
yeah,
those for Corey Holcomb, yeah, you need to sit on somebody's couch.
yeah. Like, and I agree with a lot of stuff that he has to say. I just don't agree with how he says it. But he does make some very strong points. I'm just not an avid watcher of him. Like I'll
Hmm.
catch a clip and that'd be the end of it. I don't. This was the first time I watched the full episode because
Yeah.
I wanted to see what led up to that fight, and I wanted to see what happened afterwards. Because
Well,
everything that I was seeing that was clips was just the fight or the argument, and then after the argument when he walked off, but he acted like he kicked him out. So it
yeah.
was it was a mess.
First of all, I'm not gonna let no big dude like that walk up on me. I'm sorry.
Right.
He
Because
got
you didn't know what he was about to do.
he
It
would
was
got a
his
nut
show.
he would got a nut punch or a smack to get above me something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no way in the world I would let no big dude walk up on me and then look down on me like that. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I say that was definitely performative because I don't know no men in my real life that would not have come to blows had
Yeah.
that been going on unless they was Ishmael.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean by Ishmael.
Hmm. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be politically correct. I was going off on one of the
Yeah.
episodes, child, and I couldn't even have the short clip posted. Producer Cal couldn't even post it because I was talking so vulgar. So I gotta keep it clean.
Wow.
I feel you. But yeah, it's a better way to do it. I get why people do it, and it's a thing. And I have seen podcasts where somebody did come to blows. However, that it wasn't warranted. Like I feel like people are getting to a point where they're too sensitive. Words don't bother me. You can't come up to me and just talk all kind of shit and that make me want to fight you. What make me want to fight you is if you put your hands on me or if you invade my space.
And
You will get.
he invaded
That's
his
it.
space, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
words
it.
will bother me. I'm guilty.
Oh, words ain't gonna
Words
bother
will
me.
bother me. I will probably fight you about as equally about some words as I would about something physically.
Really?
Tam, the only reason why you feel like that is because you're a reader.
Right.
I don't want my emotions to be played with. You can play with a person's emotions through them words, boy.
No, I mean, well, nobody can get me like that unless they say something about my daughter, about like, my 25-year-old daughter. Other than that, people can say what they want to. Just don't walk up in my space or swing on me,
Yeah,
because then
I
then,
agree.
then,
Fair
then
enough.
it's a whole different story.
Yep.
The thing about Corey Holcomb, I found it so unrealistic that this clickbait culture is really is worse than racism because you don't know if it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then when you're looking at the clickbait culture, it's like shit could really go sideways outside of that studio.
Yeah.
It's worse than West Coast East Coast beef because though Corey might be cool, but oh boy had bodyguards. You know what I mean? Now you got bodyguards involved with each other. And that's
Yep.
crazy. You jeopardizing
Yeah.
other people's livelihood.
I totally agree.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
and
we
I
all
just don't
agree.
see the point of the. I don't.
Wrap it up.
I just don't see. I don't see the point of the back and forth, all that bickering. Like they keep attacking each other online, even though Corey took it a step further. It's still like, what is this gonna do? This is not pushing us forward. This ain't doing nothing other than add money to y'all pocket, add money in y'all pockets.
And
But
that's
y'all gotta,
but that's what all they doing it for. They're not doing it for
yeah,
nothing else. They're not doing it to show black men working together. They're not doing it for nothing other than just that.
And what would have really been dope had they been able to just keep it squashed or been able to get to a point where it didn't go that far, he was able to come back and there was really gonna be able to have that conversation. Cause it sounded like it was headed down a very intriguing road. Cause I don't watch that much of Anton stuff either.
Me
So
neither.
everything I catch is clips. I don't really all the stuff that Corey was trying to address, I
Yeah.
never heard him talking about
Then,
white men and
yeah,
or
me
him
neither.
down in black men. I never heard these things.
I never. I
Yeah.
don't trust. I don't trust a nigga head that tight. So I don't really look at Anton as a person who I watch. But I will say this: Corey Holcomb got in his feelings if it was real. Cause
Yeah,
he never once said you Corey you a dick sucker. He said you are sucking the dick of
black people.
black
He didn't
people,
even say black men. He
right?
said black
Black
people.
people, and then it's no difference to when say you need to get off the titty of America. I get it, trust me, and that's what
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell people was now it's getting to the point where men not even listening.
yeah,
I was on the phone with a client. I'm pretty sure you heard me this morning. I'm trying to explain something, and she just I'm like, you know what? It's hard to explain something to to people who don't understand and they're not listening. So I left it at that. What else we got?
Well, we got some comments in the segment before we move on off of our current event. We got some folks we need to say hello to. So, hello, Cal. That's our super producer.
Oh
what up,
yeah,
though?
Hello there.
What's
How
up,
you
Tia?
doing?
Tia
We
said
got
I was
Tia in the
triggering her.
building. Listen, she said she like Anton, so she apparently listens to him. I don't think anyone on our show listens to him well enough to say yay or nay. I know that he was the person that put Brian McKnight on his platform to talk about why he hate his first family so much. That's all I
Yeah,
really
yep. That's all I
know
knew about. And the
know
only
about.
reason why I knew about that is because Brian McKnight took shots at Mark Lamont Hill, somebody that worked on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah,
So
Right.
yeah, that's the only reason why I heard about that. So that they played clips, and I was like, oh wow, okay,
I ain't know it came from that, but I know Brian McKnight is a woman beater. Everybody know it, and it ain't nothing else to talk about that. He literally a woman beater. So if he talk about his kids, he talk about his ex wife, he gonna talk about your ass. He's not a person that you should be liking right about now.
yeah. But I
And
mean,
he
but see, here's the problem though. A lot of people separate the artist from the man. I don't know. I don't.
shit.
A lot of no. I know a lot of people don't, because hence why R. Kelly. Some people don't even listen to him no more. That's fine. Some people don't.
Yeah,
Some people can't even play Benjamins no more because of Diddy. So I
right.
get it. I
I see what you're
understand it.
saying.
But I don't know these niggas, so they
Very
not
true.
affecting. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that's just not about to bother me, like it may bother the next person.
Right, I
So
totally agree.
yeah, so I understand it though, but from what I saw, honestly, and I'm about to close this out with the whole Anton and Corey situation. I actually respect the way Anton handled himself after everything went south. Like he got up and he walked away instead of bickering or calling himself trying to fight my man's. Now some
Right,
people might say, "Oh man, he's soft. He should have swung on that nigga." But do you really think that's a good move while you trying to make money?
right.
That could have been your last. That could have been your last check. You
Your
don't
last,
know
your last
Yeah.
breath.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You got to be real careful about the words that you speak to people because you don't know how it's going to trigger them. And then it
Yeah,
can become physical. You know what I mean? And now we both are here about to lose something. Or
right,
I'm going to
but
lose
my
something
but
because I overreacted because everybody's not as emotionally intelligent enough to just see it as, okay, this is something that's going to get the people going and
right.
walk away from it. No, you talking to me sideways and I'm triggered. Now I didn't hit you. Now I got lawyer fees and everything else. Like, whew, child.
Yeah.
yeah.
My thing is for the men. If anybody, not even just people on platforms, man to man, if y'all talking and things get heated and it get to a point where y'all are able to piece it up, keep it in the peace world.
Yeah,
Don't keep harping on that shit and then charge it back up again, and it didn't need to be that. Because that
yeah.
show, I'm telling you, Tam, if you didn't watch it, if you didn't watch the whole thing, I'm telling you, Go watch the whole thing, and you gonna see bits and pieces of how that episode had the potential to be one of the greatest shows we seen. Had they just kept it about what the show was supposed to be on, they was
You
touching
know
on a lot
what?
of topics.
I can honestly say that I dislike Corey Holcomb enough that the only way I would sit and watch it and let him get any level of commercial viewership from me is if somebody else would have had to like be playing the whole thing. Like it can't be on his platform. I refuse.
Well,
Okay,
Like
well,
some more
okay, well, listen, listen. Here. This is what I can tell you. This is what I can tell you. Just to give you some food for thought. I'm not familiar with everything Anton Daniels have done. Okay, I'm not like I said. I'm not an avid watcher, but I've
Mhm.
seen other things that he's been on, and I liked what I saw. But this particular episode, even with all the madness, he showed just how smart he really can be in the
That's
heat
what's
of the
up.
moment. And that's what I thought was dope. He did not, he had the emotional intelligence on top of being intelligent. Everybody don't have that combination. So I thought that was dope to see. And even though it went south, but it had the potential to be great. And that's what I keep looking at.
That's what's up.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, Tam, you want to head off with the topic of the day?
Okay, so everybody, thank you for so much for tuning in to Podtalk, you guys. And today's topic is dun, 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 how to build real community and not just views. Okay, so we'll be discussing how we are developing those communities so that once you turn your camera off, you still have the people who are looking forward to seeing you. You still have some things that's going on behind the scenes. So
Yeah.
I'm going to start it off with actually asking you, Miles, to kind of
Oh
discuss
Lord.
this because you have created this platform. You know, it's so many people, so many podcasts that are a part of Podcastic, and this is a community,
Yeah.
and it is because of you. So tell us a little bit about the beginning stages of starting your community.
Oh, I was drunk. No. To be honest with you, I seen the opportunity where internet radio was dying out. I mean, the concept of radio, period, was dying out, and I had people like, I don't want to be on the radio. I mean, I don't want to be on air that long. So podcasting was way shorter. Podcasting, you got some podcasts 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I seemed to feel, I seemed like it seemed like doing things for an hour will bring people, and it'll make the same amount of impact, but quicker and better. And if people don't even know or realize, back when we first started, we had 68 shows on podcasting. That was
Damn.
68. Yeah. So the
Oh wow.
first, I mean, it was crazy to where, and COVID was going on then. So we had the air filter and all that stuff going on, to where shows was rolling out and rolling in. I mean, lapping over each other. Like on Monday, we had like 9 shows on Monday. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. It was 9 shows on Monday, almost 11 shows on Tuesday. We were still doing the Rise of Ground Morning Show. Rise of Ground Morning Show was only an hour in the beginning. You know what I mean? And so
And
it
it could be
wasn't.
longer, I'm saying.
Yeah. But we it
I
just
think
kept the weekend and Saturday and Sundays was ridiculous. Some nights I wouldn't get out the studio till 11 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
but we all would wind up going out and eat together and chill together, celebrate together, because COVID was going on. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah.
How other better way than like soak in our own sicknesses. We was all together. I mean, but coughing was something else when we was at the studio, because our studio was just about big as my office is right now. So it was
Oh,
very, yeah. It wasn't bigger than the room we got right now. So it was very small. So yeah, but it
yo,
was
giving each other COVID.
no. Actually, no one caught COVID.
That's
That
what's
was
up.
dope. That's
No one
good.
did. In the year and a half that we was just there all the time, no one caught COVID.
That's
So
good.
it
Good.
was dope. But yeah, I believe that building your family, it's kind of dope because your family will bring you other things. So, and that's what happened with podcasting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
I think it's dope to build your family like outside of just getting views and everything. Like I like the whole like don't get me wrong, views, engagement is cool, but I like getting those phone calls saying, yo, your last episode helped me when you said this
Yeah,
and when you
there
said
you
that.
go.
Like I like actually hearing from real people like what did I do that impacted their life or
Yeah,
their marriage or whatever the case may be. So
Mm-hmm.
those matter to me. So when you put out a good word or share a story and somebody was able to take something from that, that's deeper to me than any amount of numbers. That's deeper than going viral.
definitely. When you and Shanny did that father, remember that father interview you did? You and
Yep.
Shanny talk about. I went to my family because I did not know my dad. Of course, I seen him, know who he was. I slept over his crib and all that. But I had to go back, and my cousin was like, "Man, your daddy was a beast, bro." Like, you know what I mean? He let me know, like, your daddy. I said, man, I just need to. I was crying. I was in tears actually listening to y'all. And I hung up from y'all. I said, hey, man, I need to know more about my dad. And,
That's
you know,
real.
and then I went over there. We sat on the porch. We drank a couple 40s. And he was just letting me know, like, man, your dad was a beast.
40s.
Yeah. Yeah. And with,
What's that for?
with,
I'm sorry.
with whiskey and tequila. So, I mean, because that was a very emotional thing for me. I mean, imagine a man who's 52 years old who don't know his dad. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
wondering why I'm getting upset. I wonder why I really want to punch a hole in the wall or through somebody's face. You know what I mean? And he explained to me like, "This is your daddy. This is who your daddy was." He showed me pictures. I didn't even know my father was from Macon, Georgia. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I thought he was just from Alabama. You know what I mean? So it's a lot I learned, and it was through Todd and Chantel's podcast that made me get to that point.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm glad that we got you through that, man.
Most
Or we was
definitely,
able to help you
That's
get through that.
what.
most
That
definitely.
mean a lot.
Tone just said podcasting was definitely was impactful for him. Shout out to Tone.
That's
That's what's
dope.
up. Listen, so clearly developing the community is just a part of one of the elements of podcasting, right? It's important
Hmm.
because you develop trust and loyalty from these people that are watching you. And so, Todd, why don't you talk a little bit about some of the tactics that you kind of use in order to develop and maintain your community?
Honesty and transparency. That's it. Really. I,
Mm,
I I I put it all out on the table. Like, hey, look, this is what I did to mess up. Try to learn from my mistakes and keep it moving. I take full accountability for whatever I did wrong and just keep it pushing and let people know, like, hey, look, no matter how much you may fuck up, as long as you want to do right, things are gonna get right.
hmm.
So that's really all I do. I
I
just
feel
use
like I feel like that is an area that I have to do better in. Like for whatever reason, I'm an engager in person, I feel like, but I'm not as great at it online. Like I'm the person that's gonna post a podcast and shoom, I'm gone. Like I have to figure out how to engage a little bit more. Now in person, I'm good to go. And I'm gonna tell you another place that I'm a whole lot better at engaging at, and that is TikTok. Like whenever I get just like pulled into some type of TikTok live and all of that, it is the time. Okay, like it be
Mhm.
story times and all kind of good times that happens over there, and I can engage. I'll see the comments. I'll talk back to people a whole lot more. But that was the area I think that I've struggled in that I'll be developing more as the year goes by. So yeah,
Good.
At least you're aware of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
And
Uh,
you Tim, I'm gonna give you a trick. Like when I was doing, especially when I was doing my podcast, like without guests, it was just me. I
Mm-hmm.
would my only trick, and I can't even say I can't even say it's a trick, but a maneuver. I talk to the camera like people are sitting right there listening to me. Like I
Uh-huh.
talk to everybody, like I talk to them like they're right there with me, and I'm explaining everything like they sitting right across from me, next to me, whatever. And it's almost like I did like some type of group therapy shit unintentionally, and I
Yeah.
didn't notice it until I watched the playback. So
Mhm.
when you do you believe you're comfortable in front of the camera?
If I had to put a percentage on it, I would say about 60%
Okay, when you get
comfortable.
at least 75% comfortable, trust me, you ain't even gonna think about you ain't even gonna think about it no more. It's gonna be effortless. So this was
Mm.
around the time I was just I had already got comfortable in front of the camera because I used to rap. So I just got even more comfortable because of the podcasting. You
Mm.
know, so because before I joined podcasting, I was doing my own podcast on Instagram Live every Tuesday, and it was called Uncomfortable Conversations. So when I did that, that was me getting my feet wet all over again as far as being into media. Then boom, I joined the morning show. Then I got asked to be a part of Respectfully Speaking. My show came. So then it just all kind of worked together and I just got comfortable. But when you get that to that 75%, trust me, it's gonna all flow out and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. We're gonna revisit the conversation, trust me.
We gotta revisit because I got a plan. I got a
Good.
plan to be more engaging. So we gonna see if it works out the way I think that it hopefully should.
Good.
So,
Good.
because I think like your platform matters too. Like, you ever notice how it's a little bit easier to engage and have conversation and talk and build your community in one place better than another?
Yep.
Yeah, like I mentioned, TikTok, and I'm rarely over there, but when I'm there, I'm like, baby, it be a time,
Yeah.
okay? Like, it be a time.
Do you
Yeah.
But
think? Do you
I
think that's
don't I don't go over there. I'm not consistent with it.
is that because
Got you.
you feel like hell? I don't know none of these people personally, and then you more
You
open.
know what? I think that part of it is that I'm truly not a social media girly. Like, I don't be wanting to be on the internet like all day. I'm not one of them people that want to post about every little thing that I do throughout my day. I don't want to show you where I'm at every weekend. I'm not that person for real. So I think that that's why it's such a struggle for me to be consistent in something like live streaming. Cause
Got you.
Okay.
I can do the social part. If we was like just sitting somewhere talking, kikiing, I got you. But just being on the internet like every day, no.
Yeah. I know how to detach too. I feel like you gotta detach. Q, what up,
Mhm.
boy?
What up, though?
Q
Yeah.
Lewis, y'all.
No.
Q Lewis. Q Lewis.
Yeah, but I feel like you gotta be able to detach because if social media is your life, what are you doing in your real life? That's how I
Yeah,
look at it.
yeah. But I ain't attached well enough to building my community though either. You know what's so funny that we're talking about this topic and building a community and having, those people who come, they consistently there, they following you, they used if I say this what we reading, they reading it too. Y'all, I had a follower, her name was Angela Sims. And when I tell you, Angela watched every episode, she read every book, she commented on everything, she liked everything. Y'all, I was so devastated. Just like on her page, she had passed away.
Wow.
Mm,
Whoa.
And the thing, it hurt me so bad, but I had never met this lady before in person.
Mhm.
Like, never laid eyes on her, but hurt me to my heart because she
Wow.
was a part of my community.
Nah, for
Like, she
sure.
was one of those people that made it worthwhile for me to do a review, to talk about something. So, community is not just for the community members, but also for the podcaster as well.
Facts.
yeah.
I see that. I'm just looking at it's like very similar to what you're saying, Tam. I used to have fans, right? This before my biggest record. But when I had a record that came on every morning, I mean, it was one of the first rap records you heard in the morning. And I had people in my neighborhood was fans of mine, and I didn't know until later to where I probably went down. We probably went over the house and went in the basement, and they got everything, all the newspapers I've been in. Like when I was 17 years old when my record was popping. When Madonna even said something about me in the Free Press, and these people actually had stuff like there's fans of mine, like clips and stuff from the magazines, from newspapers, and it bothered me when those people passed away too. I was sitting there like, wow, and they never told me. One of my closest friends, he ain't dead, but I went downstairs because mother said, "Why don't you just go in the basement and wait on him?" I said, "Okay." And then I went downstairs. I was like, "Ooh, I don't think he really want me to see this." And I came out the room. You know what I mean? And he never even brought it up to this very day. You know what I mean? He was like, when he came down, he said, "Hey man, you ain't going in my room, did you?" I was like, "Nah," because at that time I thought it was weird. Like he had pictures. He had he autographed the 12-inch I autographed for him. He autographed it himself.
Oh,
You
that's
know
what's
what I
up.
mean? You know what I mean? It's like I was like, damn. But people like you said, Tam, those are some of the people who do make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
Mika Smith said, "Oh," that's the only way I can read that. Tam telling tales. Wow, that's what's up. So yeah. I mean, what do you think, Q? From what we talking about is basically what the topic is.
How to build real community and not just views.
I mean,
He's like, yeah, what we talking about is what the topic is.
Listen, Q knows about this because he has such a great, producer ability that he got a clan too.
oh, he
Yeah,
definitely had a
Oh
clan.
yeah, he got a clan.
He
He
definitely had a
lied.
clan.
Okay.
come on, B Todd. Cut me some slack, bro.
Wait a
No,
minute, because I feel like that had a double meaning.
It,
Hold on.
it did.
Oh, it did.
Ain't nobody told me nothing. I think I know what it is, though.
Anyway,
what it is.
anyway,
Hey Q. Hey Q.
Oh, it's
I
like,
think it's really important. Though I have to admit that from early on, I had a decent ability to, I guess, kind of make people comfortable. So I think in doing that, I make them comfortable with not only my content but the people that I create content with. So I think in that aspect, it kind of builds community that way. And what's important for me, as far as building community like that, is to understand that I'm not only selling you, well, not selling, but I'm not only presenting my product, but I'm presenting a like a real community. So even if we're not talking about podcasts, and we're not talking about podcasting or E Block Radio or Tam Telling Tales or you know what I'm saying, B Ties joint or anybody's thing in particular, this is still a space to for creatives. So
yeah.
I feel like whenever you create that kind of environment, it's welcoming to the community. So you've got different resources you can use. Because just sitting here with all four of us, outside of four of us, there's probably about 20 to 25 things or different areas that we can reach just between the four of us. And I think that aspect of the community is what kind of builds, I guess, what you would call a quote unquote audience. And I've never had fans like Miles. They never had no fans.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. That having fans is kind of different, especially if you are cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
been plenty of fans that actually been to my house or been to the studio. You know, I was pulling people out of the crowds. Like, you know, go to the studio with me. I tell you what, get in contact with such and such, and they meet me at the studio.
Yeah.
And
You can't do
it's-
stuff like that no more.
People,
People crazy. People crazy.
They was crazy then. I could keep.
Yeah.
At least I keep in touch with them through social media if they do some dumb shit.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm,
Nowadays, hey, look, everything on camera.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
everything.
Yeah.
And I be trying to keep some of my stuff off the camera.
yeah.
That's a whole nother thing, Tam.
Yeah, I think
Listen.
the main thing too when you building out, you silly dog. When you building those communities, it's like it's two things for me. I think are the most important. The first thing is consistency, just being available for people because people have a short memory span. If they're able to contact or communicate with you today and you don't show up tomorrow, they'll forget about you next weekend. So you want to be consistent. And the second thing is, for me, I think it's just authenticity. I know this word is tossed around a lot, but like when you're creating a community, the image that you present, you kind of want to be that because like I know that to a degree, this is entertainment, but some of this has to be it has to be you because
Hmm.
people gravitate to authenticity. So I think those are the two main things.
And you right though, Q, because you know what? You ever watch something and you said to yourself, the way that they played that character, it got to be in them to some degree.
Yes,
Like
yes,
some, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes somebody just play a role too damn good, and it's like,
yes.
nah, nigga, that's you. You know
That's
what
Mm.
you.
I'm
No, for
Danny
saying?
sure.
Glover in The
Yeah.
Color Purple. My grandmama never watched him in nothing else. She swore that that man was Mister.
No, yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
pulled that one
That
off.
was-
Yeah.
I think a
He
little bit
did.
is at him for real.
Yeah.
She was like, I
Just
don't
like
see that man.
just like if we talk about locally, that's the same thing I said about Dewan Ford. Some of that got to be him for real.
Get, see what I'm
Dewan
Listen,
Ford.
I done sat down and I done talked with Dewan, and I feel like it's not
It's not.
right. Only because I have sat down and talked to him. Otherwise, I,
He
I would
acted so well.
I would be like, no, no, this you for real, for real. But
Right.
to sit down and talk to him, you'll know like he is like a
He
super
really
like
acted.
family man
Gotcha.
and just supportive of people, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you ain't about to tell me that he ain't been no drug dealing lawyer
saying?
Right.
that didn't shot 7 people.
Right.
Like,
Nah, for sure.
cause he does it so well.
I think also too when you talking about, and I'm sorry, I just kind of went back on something because it just rolled into my head. I think when you build in a community and like engaging with people, what a lot of people forget too is that the community is it should be some reciprocity. All right. So don't ask for commitments from other people that you won't be willing to commit for yourself. Like
Yeah.
if I'm asking you to come to my stuff or to do this, to do that, I should at least be watching some episodes or sharing the episodes or talking about you as well. Because like the only what you don't want to have is a one way transactional relationship. That ruins it for people. For me, I try not to think like that because I do so much. Well, at least I try to do so much of amping everybody else up, and I try not to look at it as like if I ever get that in return. Like I try not to look at it that way because if you do that, you'll make yourself mad about a lot of stuff. But definitely you want to be able to put out what you're asking to receive. I think that's another genuine way to grow your community.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. And this
Yeah,
is one
that
thing
is.
that I like to throw out into the universe every now and again because it's something that my grandmother has shared with me and it always rings true. Especially in what you're talking about, Q, when it's like, man, I'm doing all of this for this person, that person, and y'all ain't doing it in return. My
Hmm.
grandma always says, you're not gonna always be blessed by who you blessing.
Mm,
Very true.
And
I like that.
that always rings true to me because it can very much so get that way in podcasting where you feel like, okay, I'm showing up for everybody else and I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing this and all of that, but
Right,
them people didn't show up for me. That person didn't. And then you recognize that while them two people wasn't there, it was 50 others over here who did.
right,
So always kind of keeping that in mind to focus on who's there and not always who's not. Cause you don't never know. Sometimes people just ain't good at certain things.
right.
Hey,
Simple as that.
hey,
It
Simple
ain't,
as that.
listen.
it ain't personal. They just
You have
they
no idea how many people hit me up that don't be in the comments. I don't know that they like anything, hit me up and was like, "Yo, I like that episode, man." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Damn, I didn't even know you was watching." And
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about people that I ain't talked to in like 20 years.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just so happen to still be friends on Facebook. So you right. You will never know who watching at
Nah, for
Mm-hmm.
all.
sure.
I've had it
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. So just a little spin on a positive note on that one. But still, like if the people is doing for you, do for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you got the ability to go ahead,
It don't
yeah.
cost nothing to show love, man. Like
What
it's
you
so
think?
hit
It
that
don't.
share button, send it to somebody. Like it's easy, bro. It's easy. I
Mm-hmm.
don't every and I get it, everybody don't want to do it. Everybody be on their little competitive shit. We talked about that earlier on the morning show, how Detroit can be, but sometimes that could be the very thing that's keeping us from growing by
Nah, for
not
Yeah,
sure.
showing each other love. So I think that's
yeah,
important.
I
yeah.
mean, hey, there's a lot of studies show when love is shown, people grow. This bottom line, people grow
Nah,
as
for
love
sure.
is
Oh
shown.
yeah. And that's in anything. Shoot,
Yes.
podcasting life. Period.
Right.
Show some love.
Yeah,
No, for
yeah, I
sure.
definitely agree.
Mika
I
Mm-hmm.
said,
definitely
"My
agree.
mom always supports you." What?
My mom always supports you that supports you.
Oh, she said my mom always says
Who
support who
supports you?
support you.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
yeah.
Yeah.
what you meant, Mika. I got you, girl.
Right.
Yeah.
I know what my mom said because these are momisms that we got going on over here. You know what
Right.
I'm talking about that we are applying to the podcasting world. So everybody that is tuning in, our topic for today is how to build real community and not just views. Even what we're doing right now is a part of building that community. We have a lot of the same people who come in and engage with us in these live chats. And we appreciate y'all so much. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because you develop these communities online, and when you finally see them in person, it's like, oh my God, it's so great to meet you. But you already feel like you know them. Because
Right.
I
Yeah.
Nah,
met
for sure.
Miss J. Sharice for the first time at Podcasts and Pancakes, or Pancakes and Podcasts, whichever one it is. You know what I'm talking about.
Pancakes
But
and pancakes.
I met her for the first time in person, right? And I'm like, I still kind of already feel like I know you.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
sure.
because because that's why she's great for podcasting. I can't wait for her to start her podcast. But she's a people person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She'll walk up to a total stranger if she found something that she found attractive about them. Like, oh, I like your shirt. Where'd you get that? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's fearless in that sense. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what's dope about her. That's why you had that familiarity with her. So I think that's
Yeah.
cool because a lot of people not outgoing like that. A lot of people scared to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
shy,
Nah, for
whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. Shout out to the Martin Luther King pancakes brunch or lunch we had Monday. It was dope.
So
I know. I
she,
hate I missed it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
I was over here
is
having
it
back
you
spasms.
or I can't see Miles? Is
I
he
know.
here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Nah,
here.
he off camera.
I was
Oh,
all
okay.
over camera because I'm still getting ready, preparing. But listen, there was also and shout out to Pancakes and Podcast last month. It was incredible. We
It
had a lot
was.
of. It was like we had a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of. I mean, we had a lot of people there. It was a
That
lot of
that mean
people.
you got a bar to raise next month then.
Ooh.
'Cause
Yeah.
that was a tough one last month. We got to be even bigger next month.
I
So
mean, yeah, because the month before that we only had 6 people.
right, and then we had I don't even know how many people.
Right.
I know
Oh
I
yeah.
know I knew it was a lot of people when it started getting hot in there. Like damn, it was a lot of niggas.
And I had to keep on telling people to shh. And that's another thing. When y'all is showing up to the events and the things, and there is clearly a speaker, y'all got to be quiet
Hey,
now.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry. I apologize ahead of time because I know a lot of that
Thank
was
you.
me.
Listen, I wasn't gonna call you out and say nothing, but
It's all good. A lot of that was me. My bad. I be high sometimes and shit. I forgot.
Nigga, yeah. No, you gotta forgive Q. Q would be high and just start laughing about something.
No, for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
It
gotta give me
happens.
grace.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely, you agree.
while we all on the air and everybody who doing podcasts, I have plans to recreate a great day. Do y'all know what a great day was?
The
Or
photo
is?
in Harlem.
The photo, yeah, the photo that they did in Harlem with jazz
Yeah,
and blues player. We're gonna do the
yeah.
same thing and recreate it at St. Andrews Hall downtown.
Yo,
Soon as the
that'll
winter
be
break,
fire, dog.
That would be dope.
soon as the winter break. Um,
Oh, I'm so with that, bro. That's gonna be fire.
and we just got Specs Howard that's gonna come aboard and actually record and do everything that's dealing with it. So it's gonna be dope.
Oh, that's gonna be
Oh,
fire, dog.
yeah,
Hell
Me and,
yeah.
that is.
me and Shanny sat down with Specs Howard yesterday.
Ain't
Okay.
that
So
where Telly went?
yeah, no, me and her went, and then he was here though. So
Oh, okay.
so we shot back here and we had a meeting. We had like an hour and a half meeting to get to start getting Specs Howard implemented on what we're doing. So, but we
So
definitely
where they at now? They inside Lawrence Tech now, or
yep, Lawrence Tech, yeah,
oh, okay.
inside the campus.
Yeah.
So we gonna recreate the great day for the podcasters. So tell everybody who do podcasting,
Yo, that's gonna be so dope, bro.
it's gonna be fire. If we gonna do, I always look at it like this: if we gonna do something, let's break barriers and let's do shit that nobody done.
For sure.
That's
definitely
real.
something.
I mean, I've always been like that. It's certain things that I never done because I always look at us being better. I ain't talking about podcasting. I'm talking about whether I'm in a rap group or doing
Yeah.
production. I don't want to do nothing what everybody else is doing.
Yo, I can't
Every-
wait. And then other cities gonna start trying to do the same shit. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Yeah.
No, no, I
Yeah.
gotta
But that's
Google what this is because I don't know what you're talking about.
just Google a great day in Harlem.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I don't know what it is. I want to know.
Like it's a photo with a bunch of jazz and blues singers, and then they recreated it with rappers.
With hip hop.
Yeah,
Double
with hip-hop.
XL, Double XL did it before the Source did it. Thank God. The source was the first coach of vultures, as I would say.
Yeah.
The greatest day?
It's called the Great Day in Harlem.
Oh, okay, I found it.
Yeah.
And you said
So-
Double XL did one too, right?
For hip-hop, yeah.
but for hip hop.
Okay.
I mean, but they had
Gotcha.
everybody.
Alright.
They took over. I think it was 3 brownstones. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they was
damn.
It was 3 brownstones and the sidewalk and street. I mean, they had everybody,
Right.
bro. I mean, they had everybody. I think the only people that didn't participate was, I want to say, Rockefeller and Rough Riders.
Oh
Damn,
damn.
I don't
that's
even.
what's-
I ain't even hip.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and look at the picture now.
Right, I gotta look back at it too because it was. I think whoever it was 2 crews that was beefing that they didn't want in the same area.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
And I think from that original photo from the blues and jazz one, I want to say it's probably only about 5 or 6 people still alive.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something crazy like that.
yeah. Because Quincy Jones dead.
Oh yeah, so it's probably 4 then.
Probably like 4.
Rest in peace to my dog Q. and
Yeah,
shit.
rest up, man.
I get-
I wish they could hear us. Be like, where's Dub? Nah, hey look, Ty, somebody like, all right. You be like, ah! I'll be scared as hell. Anyway, hey y'all,
Hell
so
yeah.
we about to get out of here. You already know what time it is. Any last words?
Go ahead,
Oh,
Taylor.
you guys can go and watch my latest episode of Tim Telling Tales. I had the pleasure of sitting down with the contributing authors of the anthology Healing from the Heart. So you guys can go and check that out. It's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Nah, for sure.
And what about you, Todd?
If you about to start podcasting, please be you, and please start. Damn it! Don't just
Right.
keep talking about it. Just do it. Start
Just do it.
something. Just do it, and just be you. I understand the performative part, but that's gonna come later once you perfect being you. That's
Right.
I
it.
agree. Totally agree. And I'm gonna say, bottom line, be you and be safe and be authentic in everything you do. Do not try to mimic what anybody else do. And yeah, that's
Facts.
it. What about you, Q?
No, that's it. I'll piggyback on all of that for real. Just be you. I know it's sometimes it feel like you want to be a part of the cookie cutter approach because you see a certain thing working. But if that ain't you, that ain't you. So sell you because it ain't no other motherfucker on the planet like you. So celebrate the individuality.
Well,
Yo,
sign
Absolutely.
us off, Q.
You already know what it is, man. We are live in Southfield, or some of us are in Southfield.
Only one motherfucker in
One of
Southfield.
them.
From the only podcast about podcasts, man. This is Pod Talk, man. The whole gang is in the building, but now we about to be outside the building in the snow. Dog. We holler at y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.